Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing? My name is Dr. Scott Ty, and I spell that Tighe, and it sounds like tie your shoes or tie your necktie. And I'll be your instructor for the next 2 weeks as we study human resources management um, through the Zoom meetings. Unfortunately, we can't have an class, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself to you. And I look forward to lecturing on human resources management in the next 2 weeks. What I'd like to do, at least in this initial meeting, is to just cover the syllabus for the course. And then the rest of the classes will be recorded on Zoom, and then we'll have a question and answer sessions in case you have any questions that I can answer for you or and help you out as much as I can. So with that, let me go to our syllabus. Okay, so at this point, you should be able to see the Word document and the syllabus that we'll be using for this quarter. So here's the course overview for your information. The human resource function of modern organizations is critical as people are our most important resource. This course is an undergraduate level introduction to the principles, practices, theory, and current issues facing organizations as related to attracting, selecting, and maintaining a productive workforce in today's competitive global operating environment. So here's my course description for you. This course helps students to better understand the complexities of managing people and organizations, both public and private, with primary focus on human resources management strategy, organizational staffing, human resource development, recruitment, selection, compensation, employee and labor relations, and risk management. By focusing on the strategic, operational, and administrative roles of human resources management, students, meaning you, will learn critical knowledge of changing the nature of issues facing their more important organizational actually their most important organizational asset, and that's human resources. In addition to the functional topics listed above, attention will also be given to developing human resource system support competencies, such as job analysis and designs, human resources law, ethics, economics, and theory application. So here are the required readings listed here, and I guess we could read through them each one. So SHRM, that's the Society of Human Resources Management. And they actually had a conference hosted in China in 2015. And I was going to use this as a reference because the SHRM has annual conferences all over the world. And I will broach this issue with you with the China hosting, and then we'll move on to more current hostings as we progress through the quarter. The other reading, Management and Human Resources in an International Setting. I'm going to provide you with job descriptions so we can walk through how to write a job description for prospective employees. Recruitment and selection, hiring the right person. It's another document that I'll ask you to read. China's new labor contract law and protection of workers. So that'll be a resource for you as well. The SHRM Employment Law and Legislative Conference publication. I want to share that with you. The ILO Fundamental Conventions and Chinese Labor Law from a comparative perspective. So this is a think tank that's going to analyze the labor law for us. And we'll take a look at that as well. China's labor law 2013. Well, I'm going to update that. Robot revolution sweeps China. This is an article about not only China, but worldwide. We're seeing the displacement of workers with robots. So let's take a look at that during the next 2 weeks. Uh, Gerhardt's employee compensation. So we'll talk about how much money should we pay our employees. We'll look at the labor law of the People's Republic of China, and then any other readings that may be assigned to you by me. All right. And oftentimes I find newspaper articles and recent peer-reviewed articles that I'll share with you during the course. All right, so class structure. Every class will consist of several of the following applications. We'll have our Zoom lectures like we're doing right now. And then I will assign case studies, and these will help you to compare the theories of human resources management with actual real life case studies and how that plan played out. We'll have discussions of current events, and that will be through Zoom. Uh, no in-class projects. I would have had those if we were in an in-class. Okay. So general requirements, log into class on time. Speak up if you have an opinion because your class participation will enhance your grade. Do not turn off your video camera during the Zoom meetings. I want to see that you're attending the class, okay? So leave those on. Obviously, I know you'll have to leave periodically to use facilities, whatever, during our class time. Uh, please keep your audio and personal chatter to a minimum. And what I mean by this is oftentimes, mostly when we're going to start a meeting, people forget to turn their audio off and they're eating their breakfast or they're talking to their family members or their classmates. So at that point, leave your audio off. All right. Again, this cheating and plagiarism are serious offenses and have no place in our class. So any assignment that is plagiarized will be given a failing grade. Class participation in all class activities and discussions will significantly impact your final grade. And that will be upward. Okay. If you're uh, a good participant, then your class participation grade will go up. Submitting work must be typed and checked for spelling errors. Please edit your work before it is submitted. And don't rely totally on spell check. All right. And then finally, be prepared to review and discuss actual case study handouts. You may be asked to lead a discussion. Okay, so with that, your grade determinations, class participation will be 20% of your grade. And this includes logging into Zoom and leaving your video on and making comments or observations that you may feel are important towards the class discussion. A midterm will be given on the first Friday of this 2-week course, and then the final will be given on the second Friday. Each one are equally weighted, and they're both 40% of your total grade. The midterm will be all the materials we covered from Monday through Thursday, the first week. The final will be non-cumulative, and that'll be all the materials we cover in the second week from Monday through Thursday. Okay, let's look at these course topics real quickly. On Monday will be our introductory discussion, and we'll look at what is human resources management. We'll look at the SHRM and their competencies. Then on Tuesdays, we'll look at employment legislation, which includes equal opportunity employment, discrimination in hiring and in the workplace, health and safety regulations, contracts, that type of thing. Then Wednesday, the first week, we'll look at organizational evaluations and job analyses. Thursday, the first week, we'll look at recruitment of new employees. And then part two to that discussion will be the selection process. Who do we wind up hiring? And then Friday, March 19, will be our midterm exam. Then the following Monday on March 22nd, we'll have a discussion about trade unions and we'll talk about employee development in the organization. On Tuesday, we'll talk about training and training your staff, and we'll look at the reward systems. What is the pay? What are the benefits for working with your organization? On Wednesday, the 24th, we'll talk about productivity and motivation among your employees. Then Thursday, we'll look at discipline. If you do, in fact, discipline employee, we'll look at the grievances, procedures that are available, dismissal, and the role of external agencies. And then finally, on Friday, the 26th, will be the final exam and conclusion of the course. Okay, that's a quick, brief review of the syllabus that I wanted to share with you. And I look forward to the next 2 weeks and providing you with some meaningful information and knowledge about human resources management. And with that, I will see you on Monday. Take care.